to pray and see what happens, and hopefully we can just have a little bit of a dialogue, because I do want to speak to you guys this morning. I love you. I miss you. I want to say to my daughter, to our daughter, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dylan. You are seeing 24, and it is such an amazing thing. Shauna E. Johnson is going up the timeline. I want to say not just to her, but to everyone that is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday. Mary Smith is watching. Let me know where you're logging in or on from. It is such an honor to see you all. Bernadette Tomar is on here. Kiki, hated by some, loved by many. I like that. Jacobus, it's your girl's birthday today. God bless you. Nicole McDonald, God bless you. Ineth Edmondson, April Williams, God bless you. Carla Tisdale is going up the timeline. Angela Marshall. Oh, this time is really amazing because I get to see people I've never seen before. Shelly and Dixon, God bless you from your hometown. God bless you. Simone Jacobs, God bless you. Sharon T. Mathis, Malik or Mika Lee is going up the timeline. Colleen. What's up, Colleen? Allison Carr, God bless you. ATL Georgia, God bless you. Natasha said morning. God bless you. Dre Boy, Beverly, God bless you. Said I'm here. Faith, love that name. Warren is going up the timeline. It is such an honor to see you all. My husband, I know he's sleeping. I just got off the phone with him. The great Apostle Freddie Gooden III. He really did that thing. I definitely understand my assignment. He preached the heavens down and preached the devil under the bus. And that was such an amazing thing. God bless you. To everyone on the side of my voice, God bless you. To our Solace Ministry, Minister Stefanetta is going up the timeline to join the family. Marin Bardwell, God bless you all. Tangela going up the timeline. How's the boy? Everyone is saying happy birthday to Dylan. It's amazing because I come on. I love you too, Petrabel. I come in at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, your time all over the world. Please set your notifications to follow your girl. However, today we are still in celebration mode, and so we're celebrating my daughter's birthday. I want to say to you all, I just don't wake up. I wake up with a pattern that I do. When I open up my eyes, I say, Lord, I thank you for another day. Aroma, bless you. Kimberly, God bless you. I say, God, I thank you for another day. Sabrina, God bless you. How are you? Jacqueline. And when I say, Lord, I thank you for another day, I lay there for a little bit. Then I kiss my husband, and then I wait. I wait and I say, Lord, what do you want me to tell your children? Because this is a responsibility that he's given me for you and the world. God bless you, Myron Jamerson. God bless you. And so I say, Lord, what do you want me to tell your children? But today I thought about it. I thought about it and I gave God great praise. And I said, the joy of the Lord is my strength. 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 And that song dropped in my spirit because Trinidad, God bless you, Trinidad, going up the timeline, Elder Michelle. And so as I begin to sing, the joy of the Lord is my strength, I remember my mother walking through the house in the morning singing that song. Her slippers would be hitting the floor and she would be dragging her feet and she would be singing, the joy of the Lord is my strength. 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 And she knew this because even though we grew up in a very abusive household, she found solace in her strength because the joy of the Lord was her strength. We used to do something. We would make her laugh till her stomach hurting. We would make her laugh until she would almost miss the toilet. She would laugh so hard until she peed on herself. Of course, I was emphatically that clown. And so we're doing a little bit of that right now, celebrating my daughter's birthday. But it made me think about yesterday how much fun we had. And someone named Paul said something so funny. He said, I want to go with you guys because you traveling down the river and you open up the sea and you seeing Joe Rivers and you seeing naked men. He said, who does that? And I began to laugh, not just at his post, but I began to laugh at this situation. And then I thought, Minister Stefanetta, where is the joy that people had? Where is the joy that they had, not just today, but a long time ago? that no matter what happened, people found some sort of joy. It seems a little mundane when you talk to people and they're on beautiful beaches like this, and they're doing things and they're not happy. I looked at one girl and she was just crying and crying. And I wanted to say to myself, I said, I wonder what she crying about. Oh, it was clear that she got here and she had a disagreement with somebody and he went one way and she went the other. But I began to speak about this word named joy. Why is it, or what happened to people's joy? I understand that a lot of people don't laugh, and I love to laugh, and whether you like it or not, I'm going to get a good laugh out of you, because anybody that hangs around me, I have a comedic personality, 1,000 people under my voice, and laughing is mandatory when you're hanging out with me. A lot of people forgot how to laugh, and a lot of people have adopted this word sad, and it seems like sad has become the new normal, when the joy of the Lord should be your strength when things are not normal. I understand with this pandemic. And I was talking to one of the drivers, and he's a really good friend of mine. And he said, you know, this pandemic has really put a damper on people's joy. This pandemic has done something, and it's pushed people to the place on the brink. God bless you, Brandy BL. It's pushed people to the brink where they really don't want to smile anymore because they don't know what to do. I am going to say right now, I'm going to challenge you. You are in the greatest fight of your life. The greatest fight of your life is to live, baby, live. I'm saying this because I'm very passionate about people finding some sort of joy and laughter. I'm very passionate about making people smile and know that there's a God that cares about you. He says, look, if you just give me a chance, I can direct you to where your happy was when you lost it. Somebody lost their happiness. They lost their joy. And I'm going to petition you today to find it. You don't think I understand what it is to be depressed? I do. I understand what it is to be depressed. And some people, yes, it's clinical. But there are some people that you just got sad because of life circumstances. I'm going to tell you, so I'm not afraid to tell people my truth because this is what it is. I remember when I was a little girl and I was going through something. Bishop Boswell, Lady Boswell, God bless you. I just want to say I love you guys. Bishop Coswell Jackson and Lady Coswell Jackson. I was at the point where I was really depressed. I never will forget where my mother and my auntie, and I lived on the 4th floor at 450 Clinton Avenue, and I'm going to tell you the truth because I don't practice lying. And so I was at 450 Clinton Avenue, and I had broken up because a lot of people may not like it, but it's true. I was engaged, and in my lifetime, I'm not going to tell you the truth, I got 9 proposals in my life. Only one worked. His name is Fred. But I never will forget I was going through something, and I found myself in a dark place. And my mother was praying, and my auntie was praying. I'm going somewhere, hold on. And I was on the 4th floor, and I never will forget that something came over me. And this is my story to tell it. And I thrust myself out of a window. Yeah, me. I did that. I thrust myself out of the 4th floor window, but I realized that I'm still here, right? Now, pay attention. I never will forget that my mother, as I thrust myself through the window, she grabbed me. She came from, I don't know where, and my Aunt Frida came from nowhere. And they snatched me back, and they, bam, they threw me on the floor, jumped on top of me, and she said, no, the blood of Jesus. She began to pray. But I thank God that she intercepted, and my Aunt Frida intercepted. Because I wouldn't be here to tell you to live, baby, live. See, I just don't say it. I know what it is to be unhappy. And so as she threw me on the floor, she began to pray. And I grabbed hold of my sanity. And I said, something's got to change because I have lost my joy. Something's got to change because I am not happy. Something has to change. Now, y'all understand why the Lord uses me to do this. Ricky McCoy, bless you. Something has got to change in your life. It's got to change because you can't keep living like this. You can't keep being unhappy, and you can't get to this point, God bless you, Bishop Wesley, where you say life is not working. The greatest challenge of your life is to live, baby, live. I'm not done. And so as we're traveling down this river, and we're looking at the naked man, and then all of a sudden the sea opens up, something magnanimously happened to my mindset. I begin to think, Tony, and I begin to think, Frederica, and I begin to think, what happened that people no longer want to live? Yes, this pandemic has hit us all. But as I went down the river, and I've never been in this experience before, but I've been in this place, I begin to go down the river and I begin to look at my sister and I begin to look at my other sister and I begin to look at my daughter and I begin to look at us as we begin to roll and roll. Stacy, keep on living, baby. It's going to get better. As I begin to roll and we begin to roll, the sea began to open up. Well, the tour guide said to us, happy birthday tomorrow. The sea is going to meet the river and the river meets the sea. I never thought that I would see it. But all of a sudden, the whole place opened up to this cosmic sea. And it was yachts and boats. And I said, oh. And Michelle said, oh, no. And I'm like, look, y'all don't got to pedal. But I'm going to get us out of here. Fred! And everybody started laughing. And even the tour guide began to laugh and said, she's funny. I began to think, I said, now, who doesn't want this experience? Who doesn't want the experience of hearing the people you love laugh? Who doesn't want the experience of maybe one day you two will roll on a river and see the sea? Who doesn't want the experience of seeing very unusual and exotic birds? Now, you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but I'm here to celebrate my birthday. I really don't care what you think. Who is going to be here to hold back my daughter's hair when she is celebrating her 24th birthday? And she needs somebody to hold up her hair while she throws up on the street. It sounds crazy, but we're talking about life, right? They're adults, right? All you deep people, this is not your segment of the message. Who doesn't want to see a girlfriend stumble and fall? And who doesn't want to hear their husband's name when he calls? Who doesn't want to, I'm saying, see life? Who does not want to get to the point where they say, I'm unhappy and I can't do this no more because I need these experiences? Brianna is trying to come up the timeline and say, Brianna Webb, you need to hear this. Who doesn't want the experience of hearing people laugh so much until they urinate on themselves? Why? I know things are clinical. I'm not talking about people who are clinical because it means you got to go to a psychiatrist or you have to take medication because we want you to live. But I want to talk to those who lost their joy, those that lost their hope, those people that says, I just don't want to move anymore. The greatest fight of your life is to live. I'm asking you, the greatest fight of your life is to live. Had the enemy had his way and if my mind wasn't right, I wouldn't have stood up and said, you know what, this ain't gonna work. Let me just take your ring and get about my life. And this was my segment of the message. I want you to live. Maybe your birthday and you may not be celebrating the way you want to, but live. Yeah, you might have lost a job during the pandemic, but as long as you keep your mind, you can recover it all. Yeah, life is not the same as you know it, but we're never going to go back to the new normal. But what you got to do is you got to make your life as normalized as possible, but stick something on it called joy. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Joy is a little differently. That means joy means no matter what happens, I'm still going to find the hope in it all. Because as long as I have life, I realize, of course, through Jesus Christ, and a little bit of help from a psychiatrist or whatever it is that you got to do, I am going to live, I'm going to laugh, and I'm going to love. Don't let any circumstance to take away your joy. Joy, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. That's why I don't do deep religious people, because they really don't understand the full joy of the Lord. Because what joy is, it's unusual. It's weird. It means that no matter what's going on, you still find laughter in it. No matter what's going on in your life, you find yourself saying, I'm going to be okay. There's hope there, but there is something about joy that's unusual because it didn't come from here. The joy that God gave me didn't come from this place. It's not normalized. So when people look at me like, why is she laughing like that? And how can she be a pastor? And they saying all of these things, they don't realize that I got joy. I lost joy at one point in time and another. In fact, a couple of years ago, you saw me even doing the work, and I wasn't happy at all. But I fixed it. Thank you, Lori. I fixed it. I'm going to challenge you to fix it. Whatever it is that has robbed you single-handedly of your happy, your joy, and living, fix it. Do this. We're going to do this. You inhale, you exhale. You're clicking, you're tagging, you're sharing. You're watching me. It means that you have life. And so if you have life, have it more abundantly. And sit down and think about what was it that took your joy, the day, the time, the hour, and the year, and you fix it. Because you can. As long as you have life, you can fix life when it's not going your way. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can quote you a bunch of scriptures. If you keep going up the timeline, prophetically, I can tell you what God has on your life. But you do it. You go into a scavenger hunt in your day-to-day life and find whatever it is that you lost that was part of your joy and get it back. Now, hold on now. Wait a minute now, Rufus. How you doing? Listen, I want to tell you something. You may not be able to have somebody love you the way you want, but you can love yourself to realize this is not the love you do want. You may not can go back. I'm from Brooklyn. I can say whatever I like because it's my verbiage, it's my vernacular, and I'm on vacation. You might not be able to go back and mend the relationship that was lost, that gave you joy and gave you happy. This is not my segment of the message. But you can sure live your life according to Christ more abundantly until that time comes around and find you again. Maybe you don't want to love again. No matter what it is, you need your life back. Now, if I'm talking to somebody, can you please signify by giving a thumbs up if I'm talking to you? I need you guys to do your homework on yourself. You have homework on yourself that you have to rediscover yourself and fix the problem that you created or someone else or circumstance. Trouble don't last always. It don't last always. I promise you it doesn't. But if you keep staying there, the trouble that's not going to last always will consistently ruin your day because you did not go and get your joy back. I am saying this to you with 1,500 people on my end watching me. The greatest fight of your life is to live. Yeah, you could be divorced and love again. Fred and I are perfect examples of that. Yeah, you can go through things, and you can go through sickness, heartbreak, and heartache, and live again. Yeah, we got people on the beach right now who are finding life again because they rung the bell. Can you find life again after someone else took the very thing that you love? Absolutely. I'm going to even say this. Hearing the people's conversation or hear them converse, they're here as family because they're commemorating someone they lost during the pandemic. Everyone suffers a loss, unfortunately. But what you don't have the right to do is allow whatever it is that you lost and you put in the ground to rob you of your memories. Remember, I always say this. The body gets the grave and the grave gets the bodies. But the body and the grave never steals the memories. Live. I'm quite sure someone that you basically, unfortunately went home and you had to get together and say, what does the family do now that the glue is gone, or whoever it is that you love? You can live. You can love. The Bible that I read says, watch this. It says that he'll turn your mourning into dance. He'll take your ashes, and if you give him that, he'll make it beautiful. Matter of fact, let me say this. 1,500 people, you are absolutely beautiful. I don't care how many times I say it. You look in the mirror and see it for yourself. And if you don't see the beauty that God requires you to understand he can give you, you haven't given him your ashes. That means in order for you to give him ashes, something in your life has to burn off. And so singe the thing off that robbed you of your smile, your joy, your happy, or someone that came along that was a sap sucker and sucked all the fun out of your life. Especially if you're religious. Religious people are not fun people. They're not. They're too judgmental. They'll judge you about everything. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to put on our two pieces and we're going to go to the beach. We're going to do ATVs. Even if you're not doing that, find something and have fun. In order for you to have real fun, you got to drown out the voices to tell you you can't have it. All right? I love you. I thank God for you all for making a conscious decision that I'm going to check my mental health and I'm going to get help for my mental health. I'm going to check my joy meter. And if it's going like this, that's a good thing. But if it's a do, and you slumping down and you're depressed and you're sad, it's time for you to do something. Get in the greatest fight of your life to live. Baby, live. I love y'all. Get together with some friends and do something. Please understand, whatever took away your smile, robbed you. The enemy's job is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. And whatever that destroyed you, I need you to get back into the rebuilding process and rebuild your life back. You could do it, no matter what your circumstances. You can do it. Live, baby, live. I thank God because I was so depressed. I was in a sad state. fast, I pray, I sacrifice, I seed, and God made it all better for me. He'll do it for you. I love you. I love you. Check your mental health. How you guys doing today? Are you good? Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you're good. And if you're not, I need you to go call the suicide hotline. Tell somebody. Tell someone. In the middle of my vacation, I got a phone call from someone that said that they were fighting suicide. And I stopped what I was doing on vacation and reached out to them and got them a support group. I am serious when I say you got a pastor in North Carolina I promise you, Car Chronicles Movement Nation. We're a nation. I want to say Car Chronicles New Zealand just went up the timeline too. You guys have a support system that someone's going to hear you, even if the people around you won't. Car Chronicles Movement Nation is here. Someone put up the suicide hotline, put it up. I want you to be in service because we get ready to deal with mental health in the Black church. This Sunday is Black Health Matters. It is. Some of you are depressed and sad because your health is failing because of stress, because of finances. Well, we're going to teach you how to handle life better than what you've created. Live, baby, live. You're in the greatest fight of your life, and that is to live. Someone said, can I seed on this? You can. It's a simple seed of 7 for your happy. Because God gave me mom back, and he gave me instructions to do it. And part of my life is what you see. It's real because God gave me instructions for the greatest fight of my life. He'll do it for you. You'll be happy again, even if you're not. Love you. ATV time. You ready, sis? All right, let's do it. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating a birthday. You got another year. Love you. Laugh today. Laugh 10,000 times.